Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you a job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus. It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important.
What you know is important.
But who you know?
Who y'all know?
You see what I'm saying?
Who you know
All right.
can help you find a way.
And it will do it.
Who you know can help you find a way.
If you
Speaking
don't
of
believe
finding
me,
a
ask
way.
David Keesee.
Yeah, we got David Keesee in the house. We've been talking about finding a way. And I'm really curious, David, I'm sure in your book you have a formula, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've got a step-by-step booklet to get back to success. I want to know, like, break it down for me. Tell me what's some of those, what's step number one? How do I find a way?
Pray.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So it's something I call the Find a Way code,
Okay.
which is basically what I discovered. It's a pattern that I run. In fact, our lives are really just a reflection of our patterns that we run over and over, right? So
Okay.
what I would say is the first thing is inside that code is number one, train your mind to find a way. And what that means is this, because that sounds very buzzy and very nice, but what it means is most people are looking around looking for problems, where I want you to train your mind to look for the solution in everything.
Yeah.
I'll give you a really good example. I remember when I became that director of sales, like I talked about earlier, I had to fire people. And
Ooh.
I remember my first fire ripped my heart out. It was so hard. I'm like, I have to fire this person. And I fired this person, and he ended up leaving the company, and I ran into him about 3 months later. And I'm like, oh, hey, bro, sorry about that. And he's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I'm crushing it. I make 3 times more. I'm doing what I love. He's like, I hated sales.
Oh.
And what I realized was I liberated that person.
Yes.
So consider that if you got fired from a gig or you're in between jobs, that can actually be a gift for you.
100%.
Like what Foster was saying earlier.
Boom.
It can be a gift.
Boom.
That's a gift.
Right? So, but you got to train your mind. You got to train your mind to see it as that.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's literally, you can see it however you want to see it, but you got to train your mind to look for solutions rather than problems, because a lot of times the problems that come our way are the solutions.
100%.
The second thing that I think you need to be able to do is to develop the skills, right? I'm notorious for just going all in, right? I flew across the country to go get on the bus. I went all out to go get this job. And I didn't tell you this story about that. When I got that job with that company, I was driving an hour and a half each way.
Wow.
Back and forth. There was nights I would sleep in my car because the drive was too far. So it was like this skill, I call it the skill of courage. Go.
Skill of courage.
Just go. You have to give yourself permission and learn that skill of going to do it. And then the third part of it is to actually change the pattern, right? Change the pattern. Do something else. Teach yourself a different language. Just start to think about it and have a different pattern of doing stuff. I'll give you an example. I was talking with a coaching client earlier. He's like, man, ever since our last call, I've really been beating myself up. And I'm like, cool. How's that working? Beating yourself up work. And what we discovered is that's his thing. He learns something new and then makes himself wrong for not having known that. And then he just stays in this pattern of, I make myself wrong, I go back. I make myself wrong. I'm like, dude, that pattern doesn't serve you anymore.
Yeah, he's going
Like,
around.
if beating yourself up work, you'd be rich, fit, and happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why don't we try acknowledging and loving ourselves and saying, okay, I accept where I'm at. I love myself, and I'm going to move forward.
Oh, man, I love that.
I was thinking about this actually the other day, and what you're saying is actually resonating with me because I have not created any content in a long time. A long time.
I get on to Mark because I do all the content and the micro content. Like, I got like a library full of stuff, and I get on
and I have zero. I have like nuts. So, and Trevor's like, you got to create your content.
I'm like, dude, come on, man.
And
Let's
I'm
go.
like,
Trevor,
I
that's
do
his
need
passion.
to
That's
create
what
my
he got.
content. but it's courage, right? And I've gotten into a mode where I'm like, I don't know how to do that, or I'm not sure how he's doing it, and I want to do it that way, but I'm like, I just need to go out and do it. It's like, the people that are frontier pushers, right? Like the people that built America, the people that are innovators, they are just going out and doing it.
Yep.
Right? They're going out and doing it, and it's things that they know they want to do. They don't know how, but they go out and do it, and they figure it out. There's a lot of people in the job search, and again, this is to you, audience. There are things that out there that you need to do, and just go out and do them. Like, stop analyzing it and just go out and do them. It's kind of like, I have kids. There's a lot of things that I have to do for these kids. I just have to do it. It's not like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I just have to go do it. And
so
that's the
Mark,
mentality
can I speak to that for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
So in your scenario, like if you and I were on a coaching session,
Yes.
what I would invite you to do is to not look at the content for what you think it is. And actually, this is going to be really weird for the coach that teaches you to find a way. Try lowering the bar about what you consider to be content, right? So sometimes when I'm in a content slump, it's because I'm like, well, I need the dialed camera. I need the nice lighting. I need the perfect script. I need to say what I'm going to say. I need something that's going to be a mic drop. And because I need that level, I don't do it. Instead, what if I just said, look, I'm going to do a 60-second tip piece of advice. And now I'm doing it because I'd rather the habit start than the quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I love that. I'm going to give you a mic drop for that because here's the deal. I got to that point where with the content that I create, in the very beginning, I was picking little things apart and like, okay, well, because I have an editor who does all the, makes it all flashy and nice, but I would pick apart little things, and even if there was a typo, like I would go back and fix the typo. I got so much now, I'm like, I don't even care, typo, whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the content out there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but guess what?
Done is better than perfect.
My consistency is perfect. I know that much.
Yeah.
I'm consistent with that thing. It comes out. You're going to get some content from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
we
would
need
rather
to get out
you
our own way, baby.
get on the treadmill and walk for 5 minutes a day than walk once a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get out of our own way, B.
100%.
And I like that message. I mean, to the audience, like there's a lot of, I think, overanalyzing, right? In a lot of things that we teach, right?
Job
Trevor
seekers,
teaches
you
making videos.
overthink the jobs.
Right? Making videos, applying for the job. Well, I don't know if I should apply for that job. Just, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're qualified.
As long as you're qualified.
right?
But job seekers overthink. Guys, we make things so difficult. We are conditioned. Corporate America conditions us to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And we keep doing it. And we keep doing the same thing. We keep doing the same thing and we expect a different answer. So why in the world would I hit Mark and expect Trevor to fall out?
I mean, I might fall out laughing. I don't know. If you hit Mark, I might start laughing. I don't know. But wow, that's good. That's good. Well, okay. So let's see what else. I got questions for you, man. I'm like trying to make this an amazing experience for you. Let's see what this is. Okay, so let's talk about networking because I know you're probably an expert at that too. I would imagine. What is some good networking tips or strategies for cold outreach?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you?
I will give you a 3-step plan to do that.
See, I knew it. I just knew he would be good at that.
Yep.
I knew it.
David,
So
boy.
something that changed my life is something I learned from my buddy Matthew. And he said, what gets in the way is kind of what Foster was alluding to. We get in our own way when it comes to networking. And so a lot of the times when you're not taking action, you're not applying for the job, it's because you're focused on you. You're so worried about attached to an outcome that might happen to you or what you might lose for you. What I found is if you'll do two things that changed my life in terms of networking, as step one, make a commitment to connect with people and just be unattached to the outcome. I just want to connect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after all, your show is who you know. Well,
it is.
go know more people.
Right.
So go connect with people. Step two, find out what they're up to. Ask them questions. Be fascinated.
Hello.
One of the things that really exploded my sales career was I stopped trying to make a sale and I was just fascinated with everybody.
Yes.
I was just like, wow, what are you trying to do? What are you up to? And then step three, is as they're speaking, I'm thinking, how can I contribute? How can I support?
Yes.
How can I
Hello.
uplift?
Yes.
Who should I connect them with?
Yes.
What advice can I
Mark
give them?
talks about that
So
all
it's the
the
3 steps.
Ah!
I knew the goal was. I knew the goal
I got the
was
goal
coming
one.
out. I knew the goal was coming out.
Look, I'm going to tell you, okay, what you were just saying is exactly what Mark and I did years and years and years ago. It's how all of this got created.
It is how it did.
Like from the very, very basic of, who you know, and Mark and I, when we started helping job seekers, right? Like we originally was like, let's sit down with the job seeker and let's ask them a bunch of questions.
Let's figure out what, what they need.
Generally be like interested to figure out like who they are and
Care.
and like actually care and like figure out what their problems are. And we got a lot of the same answers back. There was like this repetition of what they were struggling with over and over and over.
David Trevor was so scared, and Mark would put him on blast. And then once Trevor did it, the fear slowly went away. Now look what we got now.
Well, yeah, you're talking about when I would speak in front of the group, but I'm talking about when it was just the networking. Mark and I would sit with a manila folder, right? We had notes, and we would sit across the table, like coffee meeting, right? Like old school coffee networking, and just take notes and ask them, hey, what are you going, like, how can I serve you? Well, like, and figure out how we could serve them.
I
and over time, we figured out how we could serve them.
Yeah.
And we did. It was like, how can we help these people?
So something I didn't say about that job that I ended up getting, one of the follow-ups I did is I actually signed somebody up for their program before they hired me for no commission. I'm like, I've already proven I can sell it. What do you want? You want more people in your program? You should totally join this program. And I just, for free, go. Contributed.
And they bought David. That's who they bought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
that's right.
Well, David, you've just been amazing. You brought so much value.
Yeah, this has been good.
And I want to know how we can serve you. Like, is there anything, man, because I feel like we speak the same language. So I want to know how I can help you out. If there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, to the show, to our community. We want to serve you too, man. We want to get back.
What you guys have going on is so needed, and it's such a high value thing, right? Like what you're providing is so timely. So 2 things you can do for me. 1, relentlessly continue to spread the message you're spreading, because you're and it's something I always like to say, right? Like, are you seeking to impact or impress? And you can tell you guys really don't care about the impression, you care about the impact. So anybody who's doing that, just keep spreading that message. For me, I'm just trying to do the same thing. So anybody that wants this book, go to findawaybook.com.
Yes.
And get it. I'll pay. You pay for the shipping, and I'll give you the book for free.
100.
Other than that, man,
100%.
You guys are.
That's what's up, B. Yeah.
Guys, David Keesee, Keesee, link on LinkedIn. Connect and follow him there. He has coaching too, so some of you might need it. Maybe I might.
100%. Hey, and also, what's your website? You got a website, anything like that? Yeah, what's your site?
DavidKeesee.com. Oh, look at you. Look how fancy. DavidKeesee.com.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
Look at you guys. You're on your game.
That is.
What's the best way to connect with you, though? Okay, because sometimes, like, we get on all these different platforms. I'm on, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, blah, 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 Clubhouse, whatever, right? Like, what's the
Probably
best?
Facebook. Look me up. You'll see my face on Facebook, and just reach out to me. And if you DM me, you'll get me. You won't get my marketing team. You won't get it.
That is so true. Because me and you, like, every time, like, it's Facebook, like, bing, I get a little thing, and I'm like, oh, it's actually him. And then, but isn't that funny? Because for me, it's LinkedIn, right? Facebook isn't really my jam anymore.
I like them.
But you have to, that's another great tip, guys. I want to just point out, figure out what is their jam. Figure out where they are. Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Twitter? What is their jam? And go hang out with them wherever that jam is, right? Figure it out, right? So
go to where they are.
I like Facebook as my jam. Job seekers, hey, you're always looking for me on LinkedIn. Reach out to me on Facebook. We might have fun doing something. Yeah. We might share something.
It's true.
There you go.
And real quick for the audience, before we get out of here, I want you to tell me in the comments right now, what is your jam? what's your platform of choice?
Right.
Is it LinkedIn, or like, are you just here for the search and like then you're going to drop LinkedIn? Because a lot of people do that, by the way. LinkedIn is like a use it and then lose it.
Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
They use it and then they lose it, and that's such a mistake for y'all. I want you to know that. Don't do that.
Now that's true.
Especially if you're at that professional level that you need to be on it.
Yeah,
For
because
your
you're
job
going to be
search,
back
you
in
need to be
the
on it,
search
period.
3 to 4 years
Yeah,
from now.
things don't last as long as they used to.
No, they don't.
We haven't done this. Well, it's not been a while, but we want to do this for David.
Yeah.
The audience right now, I want you got him on your screenshot. If we can get David up, you got him on your screenshot. Take a screenshot right now, you guys. Just do a print screen, take a screenshot, and tag David in that, and post that to your social media.
Yeah. Take a screenshot, post, tell him how much, this golden mic, this is worth $2.99.
Tell him how much his words encouraged you.
This is worth $2.99 at Party City.
Party City.
But it's worth a lot in this studio, I'm just saying. So
That's right.
Tell him how much he meant and what value you took away from this show. And then also, before you go, we asked you in the beginning what your number was, right? Remember I asked you on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you at? Are you a 1? Are you a 10? I want you to re-rate yourself. If you were here in the beginning, I want you to go ahead and give me a scale from 1 to 10. How are you feeling now? Hopefully you're feeling better, right?
Yeah.
That's our goal, is to lift you up. So hopefully you're feeling better. Give us a scale of 1 to 10. Tell us where you were, and then tell us where you are. I'd love to hear that in the comments. Guys, we appreciate you. We love you so much. David, thank you for spending an hour with us, man. You are the bomb.com. We appreciate you. We love you. And
I love you guys too.
Join me in Clubhouse, man. I'm gonna connect with you in Clubhouse. We're gonna do some things over there.
David, I'm coming at you in Facebook, B.
I love it, man. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Guys, that's the
Anything
show.
I can do with you guys, I'm a yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yes.
Well, that's the show. It's all about
Who you know.
No.
Trevor Houston here, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We hope you've been inspired, encouraged, educated, and entertained all at the same time. For information on our different events, workshops, partners, or partnership opportunities available, check out whoyouknow.show for more details. And be on the lookout for our new mobile app coming soon. You never know how this show could help someone you know? And if we've made an impact or put a smile on your face today, don't forget to hit that share button on your way out. Until next week, it's all about who you know. Bye!